is Rafael. I don't have a practice. I run a software business, online software business, and I help people with building marketing systems and sales systems. And we live here in Kelowna. We moved from Edmonton last year, and we settled in here in Kelowna. So we've been here since last June. Me and my wife did our PTT about 3 or 4 years ago, and Daryl taught us a little bit about deep tissue. And since then, we've been thinking of taking the full course. This is actually in 3 years the first time our calendar is actually aligned with my wife and mine, and with the course. So we always were interested in actually taking it and going a little bit deeper of what we learned in our PTT, and learn more about how to resolve various knots and pains and issues in our tissues in our entire body, instead of just the things that we were focusing on during the PTT. What I'm trying to achieve for myself by taking the course is to actually learn how to take all the knots and scar tissue apart of my body, so I'm flexible, pain-free, and live to 150 or beyond, or whatever the case is, right? I used to play a lot of soccer. I used to be in the army, so I put quite a bit of strain on my body, and I have scar tissue and knots pretty much everywhere, like everybody else, I guess. But so that's what I'm trying to accomplish. Is actually me and my wife are here today, or throughout these 2 weeks. So we're working on each other just to get a better understanding and more training, so we can actually work on each other on a daily basis and actually get those knots, get that scar tissue out of our bodies and be more flexible, and maybe be as flexible as a 6-year-old. I don't know. Oh, definitely. I think everybody should do this. Friends, family, acquaintances, whoever it is, because it's something. It's a tool in your toolkit, right? You learn it. If you practice it, you have it forever. You can work on your significant other. You can work on your family and your friends. And I think everybody should know how to do this. I've been a chiropractor. So I've had deep tissue massages before meeting Dr. Wolfe and actually being introduced to him and his deep tissue, and it didn't really work. I was going to chiropractors. I had to work for a week or two, and then I had to be back. When the first time we met Dr. Wolfe, before I actually did the PTT, we were here on a different issue. The first time I met him, we had a consult, and then we had another consult, and I told him that I have issues in my knees, and I was about to go for surgery. He basically told me during a consult, get on the floor and I'll fix your knee. So I got on the floor. 15 minutes later, my pain was gone. I could squat. Back then we lived in Edmonton, and we decided to drive because it was, I think, during the summer. So it's a nice drive. And on the way to Kelowna from Edmonton, my right knee was painful. It was painful to drive. And on the way back, I didn't feel it. It was never there. So I didn't have to go under the knife. I didn't have to have, I didn't have any recovery after. It was a little bit tender for a couple of days, and boom, I was able to go and play soccer again. So it felt fantastic. It's really hard to pinpoint the most valuable thing. It was a lot about mindset, a lot about body, nutrition. It's a little bit of everything. It's almost like taking a degree, completing a degree in a couple of 3 weeks. We didn't only discuss body work, but we also discussed mindset, nutrition, because to be healthy, there's several things you have to do at once. It's not one thing. You can change your diet, but yes, you'll still be in pain because of scar tissue, right? You can get scar tissue removed, but if you continue with bad nutrition, then it's going to come back, right? And then mindset creates everything. So a little bit of everything. It's the nutrition, the mindset, and the body work. I think all three go together, and that's why we learned about a little bit of everything aside from the deep tissue work. Oh, definitely. The master trainers and the course blew my mind. And it went in detail. We did have quite a bit of time to actually work on each other, and the master trainers were walking around all the time. So if you had any questions, they were able to correct your position or correct your technique. Today, actually, asked one of the master trainers if I could work on him, just to make sure that I'm actually getting things right. So I did some work on him, and he corrected some things here and there, which was fantastic. Because during the course we work on other attendees, right? Other people that came to learn deep tissue. So, a lot of novices, right? We have some people that came back for the third time, so they already knew a little bit more than the average student, I guess. And, we were giving each other feedback, but when I actually got to work on a master trainer, then I definitely really got it and what I need to correct. The one thing I would say about master trainers, Dr. Wolfe, professional masters at their craft. So it's 3 words, because they know what they're doing. You can tell that they put in a lot of hours into this. I know Dr. Wolfe has been doing this for ages, and the master trainers, they've been doing it for quite a while too. And you can see when they come in and they show you the technique or they show you in your body how to do something, they just right in, like they go right onto your pain, your scar tissue, whatever the case is, and they find it like in an instant. So it shows you that they're experts at what they do and they know what they're talking about. They're not trying to find and go all around and get you confused. They just like, here it is, this is how you do it, off you go. So yeah, experts, masters at what they do. As I said, I've been to massage therapists, chiropractors, and this is like years and bounds beyond what chiropractors and massage therapists do. So yeah, if somebody comes to learn this, they're gonna put the chiropractors and the massage therapists out of business pretty much, because if you have this skill, you don't need to go through those people. Yeah, I would consider coming back. We on this time around we missed the whole life coach because we're traveling on business. So we missed the first part, but we were able to do. We're going to be doing the Wolfe deep tissue and the Wolfe non-surgical. But definitely we're planning on coming back. Me and my wife live in Kelowna, so we're not that far away. So we're gonna practice on each other for 6 months, see how it goes, and then most likely come back. We're definitely going to come back and do the whole life coach. Because initially, we thought we don't need it, but even after talking with the people that took the whole life coach before the deep tissue, my mind was blown, right? They go very deep into mindset, and I'm a business owner, so running a business, I guess life in general, it's all about the mindset, right? It's something that we have to constantly work on, and I think that's one of the most important things we have to master as a person, as a human, because if you don't have your mindset in the right place, then it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to go all over the place. So my favorite part, it was actually when I started to get the technique right. The second day in, I got it going. I really understood how things are going. What we're supposed to do. The third day, I started working with my wife. I was improving. I could see the progress. But the most favorite thing was when I was working on a master trainer. And actually, when he said, you're doing this right, your technique is right. But I was going a little bit too deep into the body at first. So basically, it's like ease up a little bit, and just gently, right? Because with the way we're taught, it's like you have to go into everything, right? Life, you have to do everything at once, and so on and so forth. So I'm like, when I started working on my wife, there were times she's like, "Oh, you're going too deep," but I'm like, I'm not even skimming the surface. And I'm like, then I assume it's like, what, we're doing this for the first time. Maybe she doesn't know how deep I'm supposed to go, but when the master trainer told me, it's like, you're going a tiny bit too deep, just ease up a bit. It was like, that's perfect, you're ready to go. So that was the favorite part, is basically getting it's almost like a stamp of approval, like a passing grade of what I've been learning for the past 4 days. If somebody's hesitant, that's your mindset talking, your mindset. So stop, get over that, and you have to be here. You have to take this course. It's life changing. If you have any sort of pain, stiffness, you can't sleep, headaches, whatever the case is, Wolfe deep tissue will take that away from you.